Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
What the hell is this?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. And this shit is mad loud. What am I hearing that's this loud? Why is my shit this loud, gang? Why is my setup like so chalked, nigga? Bro, I can't even hear. I hear, bro. I'm turning this shit down.
Okay. I don't know how realistic this is.
Realistic?
Aquaman?
He said, I don't know how realistic this is.
Aquaman? Is that what we're looking at right now? Alright, I've had enough.
Yo.
I've seen everything that I need to. Now, I thought I had a ridiculous morning routine when I showered first and then pooped, but this guy takes the cake. Super duper, and I mean mega viral content creator.
I didn't need to know that, bro. I'm just keep it a buck. W Measy though.
Ashton Hall went viral over this past couple of days because he has one of the most outrageous morning routines on a day-to-day basis. The last time I checked this page, he said he had like 8 billion views based off of doing this type of content, and that's total, of course, but there has to be some legitimacy to what he's doing.
Yeah,
because on every single platform, we're talking hundreds of millions of views on just his content. There's a few things about Ash that are driving people to him. One, he has a ridiculous morning routine. I mean, most of his morning routine seemingly is wasted, if I'm being good.
That looks fucking crazy, nigga. You're walking outside to get a breath of fresh air for an hour, my nigga. That shit was looking crazy, bro. I don't care. Niggas was talking about nigga jumped in the air for 4 minutes and landed the next 4. Come on, bro.
To be honest with you, there's like a whole gap between like 4 o'clock when he wakes up and 6 o'clock when he actually goes to the gym, where he does virtually nothing and nobody's talking about it. It looks like he does some scrolling and maybe some note taking, but I promise you, you don't need 2 hours to do that. Get up and go to the gym, buddy. Another thing is the constant bowl of water dip. The face bowl
that
of water
shit is it's funny, but nigga, come on,
taking
bro.
Me out.
Yo. What is this music, bro? Bro,
so looking at it, bro, between that, the banana peel on the face, or having these guys follow you around and record you in probably the most ridiculous and inefficient ways, I think a lot of this lifestyle content is over exaggerated. Hell, he even fake dropped one of the water bottles to make himself seem more realistic, but the camera angles that he got for the dropped water bottle let us know that it's unrealistic. It's the most maddening thing in the world. So many variants of this guy has popped up, and I don't blame him because a lot of them are gaining some sort of traction. There's a lot of content out there right now that is depicting this successful lifestyle, and specifically the successful lifestyle of a man. Now, for the most part, it is positive. We know what male representation on the internet looks like. It has a pretty bad stigma,
I already know where Measy going with this shit.
It does have me questioning and wondering, why the hell are so many people so interested in this lifestyle? I know extreme versions of things are always attractive, but it's amazing to me how super viral these contents go, where people are doing just the most outrageous things in the world, and people tie them to masculinity to the point where even people are willing to pay thousands, and I mean thousands of dollars, to get involved in different courses, workshops, and boot camps to show you how to really become a man.
No junk food, no women, no parties, and no alcohol. This place bans everything that is not making men grow. It's an exclusive venue hidden in the mountains of Bali that is perfect for the guys who want a place to focus 100% on their goals without distractions. It has a huge, fully equipped gym.
Dumbass. Just do that, bro. Just cut out the distractions, nigga. Why do you need to pay to... Bro, what? You could do that for free, my nigga.
Spa with hot and cold pools, a wood-burning sauna, and a team of private chefs that cook healthy food any time of the day. Hundreds of successful businessmen, top-tier athletes, and self-development enthusiasts have already joined the community and completely changed their lives. But not anyone can join. To enter, you need to submit an application to prove that you are dedicated enough to be a part of the community. Would you come here?
Going to grown man summer camp and, more importantly, paying $8,000 to $10,000 in order to determine whether you are a man or not, to take the next level or not, to hone in your...
What the fuck? 8,000? Hey, W business model, my nigga. W. Nigga, you could do that for free, nigga. Can we come on? Can we come on, bro? Like, actually.
Dedication or not, it's probably not the way that the modern man thought he would have to go about validating his masculinity.
Nah, for real,
but we are in 2025.
Nah, we are in the big 2025, or in the big 25. So I guess, right? I guess. Niggas gotta buy courses, do all this other shit, right? Type shit.
To make money, and we are in an era where honestly it's being questioned on a day-to-day basis. And what's crazy is the people who are pushing these things are sowing the seeds of division more and more when it comes to what is and is not masculinity than anything, in my opinion. But we're now at the point where we have content creators that are analyzing and over-analyzing every single step you make, down to the point of how you hold a briefcase in a business interview, or how you pull out a chair in a business interview separates you from being a weak man to a masculine.
Reels fitness content creator teaches people how to convey a strong presence while doing mundane activities like pulling up a chair to a table.
Most of you will be leaning over the chair.
I don't know why he says most of you here, because I don't think I've pulled up a chair like that in my entire life.
Like nigga, he actually walks like this. Nigga, bro, this nigga actually walks like a NPC. But if I were to sit there and right? But he can sit there and tell other niggas that the way they doing shit is not masculine enough. Gang, I know we have a standard definition for what masculine is, but bro, if you're still that close-minded in the big 2025, in the big 25 as to what shit should be and how free and open, how much potential shit has, then nigga, you might just be just as old as them old niggas and just as lost and just as stuck in your ways as the rest of these niggas. Cause nigga, come on, bro, come on.
That chair serve you.
Apparently this is used.
What? He's role playing, nigga. That's role play, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He's role playing. He's role playing masculinity, cause nigga, that's not real. I'm just keeping it up.
Information, and he calls this knowledge body kinetics.
Just unrealistic, performative, and honestly lacking no substance. And then, of course, on the far end of the spectrum, you have the red pill community, who definitely has done its fair share of damage that we have to talk about right now. The reason why this content exists in 2025 and is literally thriving in 2025 as well as it is because there has been this growing sentiment that there is some sort of void when it comes to the masculinity space. I mean, people have been looking for content creators, words of advice, self-help, etc., etc. But especially when it comes to manhood, literally, as Anthony Mackie would say, manhood is under attack. Masculinity is under attack.
For real.
I keep
actually
my boys,
is though.
Humble. Like my boys
literally.
never had a pair of Jordans. You know, my boys don't do all that internet fly
Facts.
shit. I'm like, your kids. I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Mm-hmm. In the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our community.
Facts.
But I raised my boys to be young men. My boys will.
Okay, I mean, you say that, but you play one of the sorriest niggas in Marvel history, nigga. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You was not carrying the Marvel shit, though. You will always not do that shit, though. My fault. It's beyond his control, but nigga, come on, bro.
Will always be respectful. They will always.
It's something about this I can't take serious, even when looking at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know that shit don't matter, but shit, gang. Captain Falcon, or Captain Hawk, or Captain bro. I'm not.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open.
No, I respect this though. All jokes
aside. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, "You the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night. This alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up. Because we're men. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window. That money means nothing.
The non-existent burglar. All right, that's the way. Anthony Mackie got a lot of hate for his comments, and I do think some people jumped out of the gun. Now, I won't be addressing any of the dog whistles and stuff like that. That's not me, that's not my life, and that's not my platform to speak on, but I will address
for real though, twin. For real.
I was raised on some of those very same principles. No shoes, over $100, lock up the house, text, etc., etc., take the trash out, be polite, blase, blase, blah. But also, my mom was born before Martin Luther King got assassinated, so I would assume her to have some of those ideals and principles. I think when we even talk about masculinity, it's always tied to the most surface level things. Like outside of the content that Ashton Hall was putting out or any of the other lifestyle content creators, because we know that they're trying to exaggerate for clicks and views. Every time we talk about masculinity, it's tied to this specific moment where some murderous person or some pew-pew man comes through your door, tries to burglarize you and a family, and you have to step up.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Right there,
niggas, that's toxic masculinity. Cause niggas be wanting shit to happen to them so bad, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I be niggas itching for that shit. Like, bro, Gang, you are not, dog, niggas, bro. You are not the MC, bro. You are not the MC. Niggas do not be the MC. Trying to make it seem like shit just be happening to them only, bro. Like, why you and shit? Like, yeah, everybody has moments, bro, but it's about healthy venting if that is what it is, my nigga. It's not about actually, like, fighting the world, nigga, because you thinking this shit just happening to you and shit. Like, gang, like, relax, bro. Relax, nigga. You're not the only one.
That validates your potential masculine vibes. You have to be ready when that shows its head, because if you're not a man. Saying yes, sir, no, sir, having good manners makes you a man.
Nah, not for real.
Posture makes you a man. Being humble by depriving your kids of the things that make kids cool or the things that people talk.
That's okay.
A man.
I respect him. I know what he's saying. I know.
This is a tough way to talk about it. And then they always talk about the provide piece as well from a financial aspect.
I think being a man is like a unique identity. Like you're like everybody. Okay. Being a man, like it's like a purpose involved, right? So like it's like some shit you need to do before you die. Let's just say that, right? I guess, right? Potentially. Bro, all being a man is to me is essentially existing within your purpose and within how shit just led up to be, bro. It's not hard. It's not all this other shit. Because being a man is much more than this other shit that niggas is trying to say. Because, like, nigga, everybody has certain situations. Like, to say somebody's not a man or not trying or, you know, just by looking at it surface level is kind of crazy, bro. But yeah, I don't know. It is a hard thing because defining anything has its limitations.
But the crazy part about it is those things don't happen anymore. That man doesn't come into your house, doesn't happen. We're not on the Oregon Trail. Sure, I'm not saying that you haven't gotten into a fight at a bar before and you have.
The key is you know what being a man is, and even if you be agreeing with other people say as to what that definition is or not, that's still your definition and all the definition that matters, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's living your life, not nobody else. So it really matters. It really doesn't matter anybody else's definition for something, especially if you know it's all up to you at the end of the day. Now, if you giving your power out to other people, like letting their, you know, definitions hold more weight than your own, then that's another. But you know what I mean? So really, bro, you know, just stay in tune with yourself. You find exactly what that means to you, and that's really all that matters. Honestly, I can't live your life. I can live my life. You can't live my life for me, and I can't live my life. Like, I can't live your life for you. So it's like
honor, but that's because you got drunk in college, and so you had to step in for some mess that you made. Being a man would probably say, you know, handle your liquor better in public, or don't take your woman to be in situations like that. You know, but those are fringe situations. And even to the conversation about providing, the way that the economy is set up right now, capitalism being capitalized, both of y'all are going to have to provide in order for it to thrive. So I've seen the conversation of the perpetuated, oh, well, I have to be the breadwinner, etc., etc. Look, just be happy that you live in a household that has 2 thriving incomes. That's the goal, honestly. And I do think that there are some actual healthy conversations to be had about the death of masculinity or masculinity being under attack. There's potentially some systemic things that we could talk about.
Yeah, hell yeah. But like, yeah, I know what he's saying though. Like, niggas sitting here trying to up and define it as like, bro, it's not as close knit as niggas think. Like, bro, come on. It means different. It means like, bro, everybody has a different role, especially in their eyes, which in your eyes matters the most because you're the one living your life. You're the one putting in the pain, or not. You know, you're the one doing this shit. You're the one existing. So it's like, you know,
talk about in those regards.
However, you know, depending on who you are, you might have responsibilities, whatever, or not, depending on who you are. So it's like, bro, you really just choose. At the end of the day, I wouldn't say you choose for real. Depending on your conceptions and what you think you're able to do, you know, via responsibility and shit you just have to take care of. But gang, like you exist in this shit. Like you make your mark, bro. So
guards, but it's always left at that surface level conversation about the aesthetics. What happens when, you know, your wife is on the side of the road and a car splashes some water on her? Do you catch her with a jacket, or do you hold the door for 18 grandmas in a row? It's always something overly exaggerated. And then when men express themselves in different ways, people also see that as traditional masculinity being under attack. One of the biggest talking points about this is fashion and how fashion has changed for men.
Facts.
See, back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, wearing anything besides your Wrangler or Lee or Levi jeans, a button-down work shirt, and then some brown work boots was considered to be taboo or more like zesty. But so now recent fashion trends have really pushed the boundaries as to what masculinity is. We're talking about things like earrings or hair being a different texture or a different color, or worse yet, nail polish.
So show us the nails.
Don't get a close-up of my nails.
No?
Listen, I've been on the road. I'm gonna do like this.
But we see a pop of color.
Yeah.
What was the impetus for it?
Expression.
Expression.
Yeah, expression. You know, I'm creative. I'm expressive. And there's so many ways to do that.
Your nails look better than mine.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They do.
Don't do that.
Between that and the
See, I didn't even mean to click on this, but I'm glad y'all see my face, bro. Like, nigga, that is a grown-ass man, by the way. Like, bro, can we come the fuck on? We need to come on,
thousands,
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
and I mean thousands of gay people that you see on TV doing.
And look at me, confining him to a definition, but shit, nigga, I'm a grown-ass man. I can have my own definitions, nigga. I can say what the fuck I want. I don't care if that's brain dead or not, nigga. Fuck with it or not, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Things like, you know, kissing or holding hands or just living a regular life. The internet truly believes that masculinity is under attack. Now, I rebuke like 99.9% of these conversations because ultimately when we do talk about what masculinity is, it's just somebody who is a man living a specific different life. Like a gay man is still a man who paints his nails is still a man who wears a merce is still a man. It doesn't make him less of a man, especially because I don't understand how the sliding scale generally works. Like if you are more of a provider on this end, but then you wear a dangly earring on this end, shouldn't it balance out on the masculine scale? Or do you have to be 100% of the depiction that you saw when you grew up to be some sort of man? And even what doesn't even make any sense. Why are we questioning it so much in today's day and age?
And it's a cultural problem because men are very confused. You have to see who you are and see
what needs work. Usually, the definition of being a man is an evolution to me personally. Evolution, rising to occasion, ascending, you know, providing, you know, something that isn't already there. Providing means you're, you know, acclimating for something that's not there. You know what I'm saying? So,
see the virtue in it and see the power in that. I didn't have that confusion when I was growing up. You know, so now it's very difficult because you're being told that all these things that you feel naturally are negative. They're only negative if you can't control them.
The negativity that he's talking about is the growing anti-male sentiment that exists not only on the internet, but that's creeping over into the mainstream media. Picture this, you're a young man living your life in Idaho of all places, and you were growing up feeling the natural feelings, you know, protector, provider. Somebody came through the house, I got you, honey, type feelings. You want to get married, you want to settle down, you want to have kids, you want to grow and be successful in a job, you want to participate in physical activities, just normal things that we would associate with being a man. But then here we are having women and other unidentified participants on the internet questioning what a man is, why men
and this and this and this and this
and do this.
A lot of, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of them don't be men, but shit, a lot of them don't be men. That's the crazy shit about it. It's like niggas don't be men saying the shit. Like, and then the niggas that are men saying that shit, they usually are saying that with warped perspective.
It's a bad part.
At least in my opinion, most of the time with what I've seen on the internet. You know what I mean? So, man, to each their own. Calm, I guess. Sure.
Point where it's attacking everything that you wanted to do in life. There's tweets out there talking about I've never met a woman that was truly happy in marriage or that their life improved under marriage, and that's specifically directing it to the men in this specific conversation. Like everywhere that you turn and twist, there is a conversation about
what was that
why
tweet,
men
bro?
and
That
women shouldn't coexist, or why they're not doing the right things as a man, or what you do as a man, even if it feels right and natural, is valid. And I can understand why people feel some sort of way to those sentiments, because especially if you don't have the ability to discern what is good or bad information, what are trolls or what are people you should just ignore, it can seem like you can do no right in today's society. But what they're targeting mostly, and I mean mostly, again, there are definitely some bad actors, is toxic masculinity over everything. And again, there's extremists on both sides, but toxic masculinity has been the thing that have even hurt and ended men's lives in the past. It's the reason why your grandfather was so darn mean and angry. It's the reason why these men end up incarcerated, or, you know.
Because it ends up, like, you end up evolving negatively, like, evolving into the trauma, like, embracing the trauma as something inevitable instead of embracing the ascending from the trauma as the inevitable every time. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just about your rule set, bro. Like, what are you gonna allow? What are you gonna allow, bro? Like, honestly.
End up doing gang-related activity or all these bad things. Toxic masculinity literally ends people's lives. And so now you're to a point where you have these people trying to grasp at straws and make up new rules and try to determine.
And you can sit here and say, like, what's toxic in this and this and this, but you know what's toxic.
Define what masculinity.
Niggas be knowing, at least most of the time. If you don't, then, hey, bro, like, you know, it is kind of sad. You know, some people actually don't. Some people actually, you know, grow up on some of this shit. Like, genuinely.
Is all in hopes to either A, sell their own product, or B, further divide the community.
Well, his nickname's Tampon. No real man has a nickname like that. Well, that's what it is. I'm sorry. I didn't make it up. He wants them in boys' bathrooms. Real men don't talk about how they can beat other guys up. They don't talk about how masculine they are. Maybe if you're a professional fighter, you can do that, but I don't know people that do that, and I know a lot of tough guys, like this guy, Greg Gutfeld. I have rules for men. They're just funny. They're not that serious. Like, you don't eat soup in public. You don't cross your legs. And you don't drink from a straw. And one of the reasons you don't drink from a straw is because the way your lips purse. It's very effeminate. And his excuse was, well, I was drinking a milkshake. Again, you shouldn't be drinking a milkshake.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all can't see this nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is funny, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That's funny as fuck. That's funny. That's funny as hell. And see, men make other men stronger just by existence. Like, that's why it's like, being a man is just existing, keeping, like, staying alive. Honestly, to me, is being a man. Is also being a woman, staying alive. Like, me personally, it's down to just existence to me. Being able to survive in this life, you know. I wouldn't say good or bad, because, you know, shit, I don't want no bad to affect me, but, or anybody I love, or people potentially at all. But, like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit exists because it's necessary. It has to be like this, because nobody will learn anything if it was all one thing. If it was no separation between this thing and the next, it would be just a whole bunch of the same shit, which is shit. Honestly, is what we seen on the internet now. So, the fuck.
Drink out of straws, you know, eat soup, or just do day-to-day activities is some sort of way to go about, you know, seeing who is more masculine or not. I
hope you was trolling.
Being a man sometimes. And because I have a 20% woman audience, please, ladies, I want you to know these are the real plights that young men are going through. And if they are not secure or don't have the right role models in their lives, they will fall for traps and go down that pipeline to.
Like, that's why it's like, that shit is like luck mixed with purpose, mixed with like positioning. Because, like, bro, I don't know how niggas can even find discernment in times like this. Like, these times are crazy as hell. It's a lot of misinformation, a lot of bullshit.
And then red pill and then simping. Like, this perpetual cycle that continues to go on till honestly somebody snaps them out of it. I think young men in 2025 though have decided that this is not the life that I want to live. This is too much examination. This is too much hard work. I mean, hell, Anthony Mackie literally talked about how his 15-year-old had the burden of the responsibility of not only just locking up a house, which is a small task, like that's a minute thing, but the fact that I now have to bear the burden of, you know, if somebody jumps into my house, I'm the one to defend them. Me, my 15-year-old self. And I get the sentiments of the message, but there has to be another way. And this is where the new age man has stepped in and said, I'm gonna be different. Look, you would hope that you change with the world and as your life changes and life grows. So instead of hanging on to the traditional values like you would when you're single, like this tweet says, then it would be easier for you to change when you get into a relationship because a whole new world is brought to you. Not saying you're gonna lose who you are in it, but just saying that you understand that.
Bro, I don't think you ever lose who you are, bro. Honestly, unless part of you really needs to change, I honestly think it's just like you expanding all the time. Like that's all it is you expanding, and you get to a point where you engulf the old you, at least if you're trying enough.
Being so rigid isn't the way to be a man or be responsible or anything like that.
And engulfing the old you just sometimes, bro, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes is really good because all that bad you needed was so necessary within the confinements of your life and how you see life and all that shit that's how, bro, you needed that much bad sometimes to even start dipping into the good or start seeing
to
life
me,
in
masculinity is what you are going to make it. I'm not here.
Facts, bro. I just said this shit.
Validate anybody being some sort of man or being the man, or there's some sort of measuring book or rule stick that you have to follow by. I think that that's some of the dumbest thing in the world. No, I'm not gonna analyze how you tie your shoe when I'm in a business meeting with you. I'm gonna understand your business acumen. The goal should be not genderizing a lot of these things and just focusing on how your character is as a person. Are you being beneficial to society? Are you taking care of your responsibilities? Are you helping or harming? These things are universal truth no matter what the gender is, no matter what the sex is, no matter if you paint your nails or wear a dress or kick a kickball or fucking eat soup in public. That was so stupid. A lot of people won't talk about this, but the growing male.
It was funny though. I respect it for being funny. Like it was actually funny as hell because like, shit, niggas be talking hard but eating cereal in the morning and shit. Like niggas be regular as fuck whole time.
Sentiment of masculinity being under attack is by the players who continuously perpetuate masculinity being under attack. The people who push back on modern television, the people who push back on the new expression that people have, the people who overanalyze. And so just as much as they think because a man kisses a man on television makes masculinity under attack, or because now I want to wear a pink shirt instead of the traditional black and white shirt, then masculinity is under attack. They too, by defining all these rules and trying to hold people to unrealistic standards of, I don't know, dunking your head in water and using a...
Yeah, it's the same extreme. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Banana has some sort of skin here. That anyway. Unrealistic standard is also attacking masculinity. And we should be teaching people how to discern for themselves, learn what good values are, and become a good person. That just so happens to be a man.
That loves the video. Loves the video, gang. But no, if y'all appreciate it, just drop a like, bro. X Live, nigga. I'm up next, nigga. It's time. It's really time, bro. Sometimes you gotta pop your shit, or nigga, the world won't see you. And sometimes not even about the world seeing you. You just gotta, bro. It's about you, bro. It's about what you need to do, what you feel is right, your intuition and shit. Hey, bro, lock in, nigga. We out, bro. I'ma definitely stream later today. Lock in for that. Probably about to spark up a stream right now, honestly, again, but it really just depends. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely catch y'all boys. All right, appreciate y'all though.